Hey, what's up? I hope you're all having a good day or night, depending on where you are or what time you're watching this right now. So, tonight, um, I'm doing something a little different. I'm going to be kind of, I guess, putting together my top 10 horror movies. Yeah. Um, Somebody mentioned in the comments like a while ago that I should like kind of rank like all the slasher movies. And that would be too difficult, honestly, because, at least for me, because those are like 56 different movies. And, well, I already have ranked them, but like individual franchises. Like, I ranked all the movies from favorite to least in Friday the 13th, and then favorite to least in Halloween, and then favorite to least in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and then so on. Um, so I've done them. I have done rankings of them each, like in their individual franchise, but not like all together. That would be the type of thing to where I could do it, but like every time I look at it, it's gonna be different. Like I'll make the list and then I'll look at it and then I'll think like, wait, I think I actually liked Friday the 13th part, I don't know, 4 more than Child's Play 3. Whereas like the first time I ranked them, they were swapped. Something like that. Like I feel like the top 3 in that list would never change, and then like the least favorite would never change, but like everything else is always subject to change. Um, but this, my top 10 horror movies, honestly, might kind of be the same deal, except for like my top 2 or 3 movies. Those would never change. But I just feel like a top 10 overall is easier to do for me because it's not as many movies, and it means that I remember like if I love a horror movie, I'm gonna remember it better. So like Scream Part 4 or Texas Chainsaw, or like this 7th Texas Chainsaw movie. If you ask me what went down in those movies, there's not a great chance I could remember. But like for my top 10, if they're going to be my top 10, I'm going to remember everything about them. So I just feel like this might be easier. So that's what we're doing. And yeah. So, and I'm not going just off of memory here. I take note of all horror movies that I watch from start to finish, and I even have them broken down into certain categories already. So like, I break them down by emojis. So like, if you, oh, let's see if you can even see this. No, it's too blurry. But like the monster face, like the devil monster face emoji, if it has that next to it, then that means it's like a creature feature type of movie. So like something involving werewolves or a vampire, or I think maybe zombies are included. Maybe not zombies. But yeah, like creature features. Then if there's like a ghost next to it, then that means it's like a paranormal or supernatural or demonic possession type of movie. If there's a brain next to it, that means it's like a psychological movie. If there's a knife, that means it's a slasher. If there's like Saturn next to it, that means it's a sci-fi horror movie where it like takes place in space and everything. If there's like the blank face emoji next to it, then that means it's like kind of like an oddball, kind of odd, weird horror movie that is like an original and that you've never seen before, where they do it very unique and different. If there's like a video camera next to it, that means it's found footage, so stuff like the Blair Witch Project or Paranormal Activity. And if there's like a blood drop next to it, that means there's a lot of gore in it, so like Terrifier. And then last one is a star. If there's a star next to it, that means it was very memorable and one of my top favorite horror movies, or like a horror movie that I very much enjoyed. So that emoji is going to make this much easier on me, because this list, believe it or not, has a total of 310 movies on it. So I have seen from start to finish 310 horror movies and counting. So it's a good thing I have that star system, because going through all 310 will be here for a few hours, But thanks to that star, I'm just going to be looking at those movies. So that already narrows it down to, I don't know, about 20, 25. So yeah. So I'll just tell you all the movies that I have a star next to. So all the movies on here that really stood out to me, basically. So we've got a star next to The Shining. We've got a star next to Malignant. We've got a star next to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake, the one from like 2002 or 2003, I think. Not the 3D one. I always get that one confused in my head. Not the 3D remake. That one was not good. I'm talking about the one from like earlier 2000s. We've got a star next to Black Phone. We've got a star next to Terrifier 2. Not 1 or 3, but Terrifier 2. That one's so far my favorite of the trilogy, I think. Got a star next to Things Heard and Seen. Got a star next to Vivarium. Next to The Visit. Got a star next to In the Tall Grass. Got a star next to Cabin in the Woods. Got a star next to Evil Dead Rise. Not Evil Dead 1 though. I know. People are gonna have issues with that, but this is just my own personal preference, that's all. We got a star next to both The Conjuring and The Conjuring 2. Got a star next to both Smile and Smile 2. Got a star next to Orphan. Got a star next to Parasite. Silence of the Lambs. The Crow. Quiet Place. The Sixth Sense. The Grudge. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Host. It. Trick or Treat. Mama. Candyman. I've got a star next to all the It movies, so like the original from the 90s, and then the It remake from 2017, and then Chapter 2 as well, so I got a star next to all three of them. Mother, got a star next to Mother. Got a star next to It Follows. The Blair Witch Project. The Curse of Chucky and Cult of Chucky. Those were my two favorites from the Child's Play or the Chucky franchise. I always love the original in slashers, but I mean, a lot of the times I end up liking movies further into the franchise more than the original, and I think, and then The Exorcist, got a star next to The Exorcist, of course. And Sinister 2. I like Sinister 2 more than Sinister 1. And then Insidious. Got a star next to Insidious. And Scream. Obviously gonna have a star next to Scream. And got a star next to Friday the 13th, The Final Chapter. Got a star next to Friday the 13th, Jason Lives. And we got a star next to Freddy vs. Jason. Yeah, Jason Lives and The Final Chapter were definitely my favorites of the franchise. I mean, that's like a perfect example of like the original. Doesn't always have to be the best, because I mean, Friday the 13th is like the perfect example, like the original Friday the 13th. Jason wasn't even in it. All the kills were off screen. Like, well, Jason was in it, but like not as the main killer. Like, it's like the perfect example of the original isn't always the best one. And neither is the sequel, because my favorites of the franchise was part 4 and part 6. So, and then I got a star next to Killer Clowns from Outer Space, Get Out, Midsommar, Halloween. That one, the Halloween franchise, I do like the original the most. Last Shift has a star. Hereditary has a star. Sinners, that new vampire movie, has a star. And Hell House LLC has a star. Yeah, okay. So, those are all the movies with stars next to them. So, got a good amount, but at least it's not 310. Well, okay. So now for the top 10 list. I already know what the number 1 spot is. Usually number 1 spot is like the hardest to figure out. I already know what number 1 and number 2 are. So, number 1 is The Shining. I've known that for a long time, that is my favorite horror movie. Number 2, I think I'll give it to, number 2 is Hereditary. Okay, now just gotta figure out 3 to 10. And I'm also like putting the list at the bottom of my, like, all the horror movies I've seen list. I'm putting my top 10 at the very bottom just so I can remember and edit it if need be in the future. Okay, so let's start comparing. Okay, so Malignant, not a lot of people know about it, but I love that movie so much. It is so good. That's a good one. And also, disclaimer, or just so you know, you're probably not going to agree with me on this list, because everybody's top movie list is going to be different, because everybody likes different things. Like, personally, I'm not a big fan of the creature feature movies, so I haven't seen an abundance of like werewolf movies or vampire movies, even though I love vampires. But like, those type of horror movies just don't interest me as much. That's why, like, the new Nosferatu, I didn't really mess with it all that much. But Renfield, that vampire movie that came out like a couple years ago or something, that one was good. I liked that one. But okay. And then, like, my favorite type of horror is like the supernatural, demonic stuff. So it's just like all about preference, And like I said, this list, aside from like the top 2 or 3, is most likely going to be different every time I look at it, Okay, so Malignant, so far, I think should be number 3. We're just gonna quickly scroll through the list again, compare it. I like Malignant more than Texas Chainsaw Massacre Remake. I like it more than Black Phone. Terrifier 2. Do I like it more than Terrifier 2? Nah, I think I might like Terrifier 2 more. Okay, Terrifier 2 at number 3. Let's see. I like it more than Things Heard and Seen. And I'm also questioning if I should like talk about the movies as I rank them or not, because like I don't want to spoil anything, and if I start talking about them, then this video will easily end up being like 2 hours long or something, So I think it's best to keep it very light as far as like talking about the movies goes. I gotta remember to keep it very light on that. Okay, Terrifier 2, I like it more than Vivarium. The Visit Visit is very good. That's my favorite found footage horror movie. And found footage means like it's like the Blair Witch Project, like filmed through like the actor's point of view through like a camera or like a camcorder or you know GoPro, stuff like that. But I think I like Terrifier 2 more than that still. Cabin in the Woods. Ooh. Cabin in the Woods. I might like that more than Terrifier 2. Cabin in the Woods is pretty good. Because they like, yeah, they really play into like the stereotypes of slashers and stuff. I mean, that's kind of like a main plot point, you know? And the ending of that movie, or like the final sequence of that movie, is just freaking cool, you know? Yeah, it might be Cabin in the Woods. Yeah. Okay. That against In the Tall Grass, Cabin in the Woods, I like more. I like it more than Evil Dead Rise. That one I really like. But do I like it more than Cabin in the Woods? I don't think so. Oh, okay. The Conjuring and The Conjuring 2. Okay, so not The Conjuring 1. I like Cabin in the Woods more than Conjuring 1, but Conjuring 2. I like Conjuring 2 more. Yeah, I like Conjuring 2 more. Okay. Oh. Okay. We're starting to get into like the really good ones, I guess, because now we got Smile. I like Smile 1 more than Smile 2, which most people would disagree, I think. But I like the first one more. I really like Smile 2, obviously. I mean, it has a star next to it, but I like Smile more. But against The Conjuring 2, probably not. It's close. I mean, it's very close, but I like The Conjuring 2 more. And then Orphan. No, I like Conjuring 2 more, but Orphan's probably going to be my top 10. That one's very good too. Then Parasite. Parasite is like the only movie with a star next to it that I can't remember the best. Because I haven't seen it in a long time. Like, compared to the others, it's been a long time. Yeah, I can't really remember Parasite all that well. So I'm gonna say I like Conjuring 2 more. I'm gonna rewatch Parasite soon enough, and if anything is gonna alter my top 10 list soon, it's probably gonna be that. Because I don't remember it very well, but I remember it being very good, obviously. Okay. Silence of the Lambs. It's one of my favorites, but not more than Conjuring 2. The Crow. I like Conjuring 2 more than that. I like it more than Quiet Place. More than... Oh yeah, I don't think I mentioned Sleepaway Camp. That one also has a star next to it. But that doesn't beat Conjuring 2. Neither does The Sixth Sense. Neither does The Grudge. Alright, I'm gonna stop mentioning every movie again because I gotta start scrolling through it faster. Okay. The original It comes close, but it doesn't beat it. Mother. Mother's very good, but it also doesn't beat it. Neither do the Chucky movies. Oh, The Exorcist. Oh. I think I like Conjuring 2 more, but The Exorcist, I don't even have to go back and look. Exorcist is getting 4th place. The Exorcist is going to be getting 4th place. Yeah. Yeah, none of the... Ooh, Get Out is pretty good, but no, it doesn't beat it. Okay, yeah. Okay, so 3rd place, Conjuring 2. And 4th place, is The Exorcist. Apparently I can't spell exorcist. There we go. Okay. Now for number 5, the 5th place. 5th place. So we'll go back to Terrifier 2 because that's the last one I remember being like getting beat by Conjuring 2, I think. No, Cabin in the Woods. It was Cabin in the Woods. Okay. Now we'll start comparing things to Cabin in the Woods again. Evil Dead Rise, no. Smile. Okay. We already got Cabin in the Woods beat. Okay, Smile is the next contender for 5th place. Silence of the Lambs, no. Trick or Treat was pretty good, but doesn't beat it. Candyman was very good. It's like one of my all-time favorite slashers, honestly. But doesn't beat Smile. Because, like, a lot of these movies, obviously, I didn't see in theaters. I just watched at home. But watching a horror movie in theaters, honestly, watching any movie in theaters, just kind of, like, amplifies it and makes it 10 times better, at least to me. And it just sticks with me longer. And I saw Smile in theaters. I saw both Smile movies in theaters. So for it to have that experience compared to just watching it at home for like a lot of these movies like Candyman, that adds points to it, that makes it more like locked in, Okay. Smile. Scrolling through the list, so far nothing's beaten it. Midsommar. Nah. Okay, yeah, Smile. Smile gets 5th place. Okay, now 6th place. Let's go back to Cabin in the Woods, I guess. See if anything's gonna beat that. Again, or not. No. Orphan. No, I think I like Cabin in the Woods more. Silence of the Lambs. No. Because Silence of the Lambs, like the plot and story and acting is insanely good, But it's mostly like a slow burn psychological thing. And don't get me wrong, I love those. And that's like my favorite example of it. But I just like... I like other types of horror movies more than those kinds, I guess. No. It. The original It. No. Well. I don't know. Maybe. That's gonna kind of be like a tiebreaker, I guess. The original It and Cabin in the Woods. Well, no, now that I think about it, I think I'm only saying It because it's like, it's the original one, and I loved Tim Curry as Pennywise, and it was just like, it was like 3 hours long, and there was a lot in there, and it was all really good, but did I actually enjoy it as much as these other movies? And I did enjoy it, but not as much. Like, compared to Terrifier 2, like a whole different clown movie, I think I like Terrifier 2 more. I enjoyed it more, personally. I think I'm only saying it because of all the amazing qualities it had, you know? Okay, no. Mother. Mother is like, it's not really scary, but it's like very, well, I mean, it's kind of scary, but not in like the boo type of scary. More like the really makes you think, and that's messed up kind of scary. Hmm. Yeah, I think I might like Mother more than Cabin in the Woods. Yeah, we'll say Mother. Um, Wait a minute. No, yeah, Mother. Yeah, and then It Follows. That comes close, but I wouldn't say it beats it. Um, Get Out. Get Out. That one. Hmm. That one might beat it. It just might. Hmm. I think it does. I think I got Midsommar. Ooh. Hmm. I think I like Get Out better. Yeah. Okay, Get Out. Okay. That's number 6. Get Out. Okay. Um. Hmm. Wait a minute. The Visit. I forgot about The Visit. My favorite found footage one. My favorite found footage horror movie. Well, no, because I like Cabin in the Woods more than that, and I like all these movies more than Cabin in the Woods. Yeah. I mean, just because it's my favorite found footage horror movie doesn't mean it has to be in my top 10 overall, I guess. But I feel like since it's my absolute favorite of that certain category, it's supposed to be my top 10, you know? But that's not how it works. Okay. So. I think next up for number 7, the 7th spot, we're gonna start with Cabin in the Woods again. And scrolling through Host was really good too, but that was another found footage, and I like The Visit more than that, so that kind of automatically cancels it out. Right, Mother. Yeah. Okay, number 7, Mother. Anything gonna beat that? Scream. No. No, Not Scream. Sorry. I almost said it just because I know so many people love it, and that was almost enough for me, but then I realized I like Candyman more than Scream. I like Jason Lives more than Scream. That's not my favorite slasher movie, you know? Midsommar. Yeah, I like that more than Mother. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think my all-time favorite slasher, though, is Halloween. Sure, there might be, like, better qualities to slasher movies and different ones like Candyman. Like I said, like, the story and plot to that one was almost didn't even make it feel like a slasher movie. It felt way too... I mean, it's like the simplest way to put it. It felt way too good. You know, the story and plot felt way too good in Candyman to be considered a slasher. You know? But I like Halloween more. Halloween is my favorite slasher movie of all time just because... I mean, everything about it is a slasher. It's what introduced Michael Myers. It's iconic, and, you know, it's like the most classic one. It's like as classic as you can get, you know? Like the way it aged also adds to why it's my favorite, you know? It's just... yeah. Okay, honestly, wait, hang on. Let me scroll through the rest, make sure there's nothing else. Okay, so I think seventh place. That'll be Midsommar. But I think I made a mistake. I think I need to put Halloween at number 5 because I like it more than Get Out and Smile. So we're gonna make Midsommar number 8. Make Get Out number 7. We'll make Smile number 6. And then number 5, Halloween. Yeah, that feels right. Okay, now I think the runner-up was Mother, so now we'll compare Mother to a bunch of other ones. Honestly, my brain keeps going back to Terrifier 2. I keep on thinking about Terrifier 2. Yeah, I mean, I feel like, I don't know, Terrifier 2 was something about it just was really good, you know? I don't know exactly what it was about it that made me like it so much, but I don't know. Let's see. Silence of the Lambs. No. Oh yeah, Orphan. I don't, we only have 2 spots left. And if I'm being honest, I think I want to do Mother and then Terrifier 2. Shh. I have made an unforgivable mistake again. I forgot about Malignant. I completely forgot about Malignant. I forgot to go back and look at Malignant. Okay. I think our final 3 contenders is going to be Malignant, Terrifier 2, and Mother. So I don't think we have to look at the whole list anymore. I think, like, that's it, you know? Okay. Malignant. think Malignant needs to go. Malignant, I might need to go in number 4. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what we need to do. I don't know how I messed it up that badly. Hang on, let me make these adjustments. Alright. So now we have 1 through 9 filled out. Number 10. 10th favorite. Terrifier 2 or Mother? If I think about it, the plot of Mother was better. The gore in Terrifier 2 was obviously better. The kills were also better in that. There weren't really many kills in Mother, from what I recall. I mean, there were a few, but not nearly as intense as Terrifier 2. But which one did I truly enjoy watching more? I mean, Mother, it impacts you once you realize what, like, it's symbolizing. It sticks with you, you know? It's, like, really great writing and everything, but I think I enjoyed Terrifier 2 more. I do. I did. Okay, number 10. Terrifier 2. Alright, that's the full list. And now, before I run through it again, I gotta say, I'm surprised I did this in such a short... I mean, I know this video is 37 minutes long, but to me, that's pretty short. I could have gone, like, fully crazy with this, and this video could have been so much longer. And like I said, I'll probably end up coming back to this list and being like, that's not right, you know, and I'll change it. But it's a pretty good list to me, you know? Okay, so my top 10 horror movies. Out of all 310 that I've seen, my top 10 is number 1, The Shining. Number 2, Hereditary. Number 3, The Conjuring 2. Number 4, Malignant. Number 5, The Exorcist. Number 6, Halloween. Number 7, Smile. Number 8, Get Out. Number 9, Midsommar. And number 10, Terrifier 2. Yeah, that ain't bad. That ain't bad. I feel like I should have at least one Friday the 13th movie in there. I feel like I should have Orphan in there somewhere. I feel like I should have, like, The Visit in there, or the original It. I feel like I should have, like, a bunch in there, but I like all those more, though, you know? Well, maybe I don't. See, I'm not even sure. Like, maybe one day I'll just, like, get all the movies I got a star next to and just put them on a list and then just watch all those movies back to back and just be like, you know, that's, like, the only true way to determine it, I think. But anyway, that is my top 10 list for these horror movies. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you hopefully somewhat agree. Or let me know what your top 10 list of horror movies, or just movies in general. I know horror isn't everybody's cup of tea. But yeah, just let me know if you want, and I hope you enjoyed. I hope you are feeling much more kind of relaxed and sleepy compared to before you clicked on this video. I hope you have a great rest of your day or night. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you again, and I will see you all in the next one. So yeah.